Hello again, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Focus Vandalia. My name is Rich Hopkins. I'm the communications manager for the city. And on today's program, we're talking about daylight savings time. This is the time of the year coming up next week when we are going to move the clocks back 1 hour. We get that extra hour of sleep and we start thinking about possibly even the holiday season. Well, we're here today at the Vandalia Division of Fire, where Fire Chief Chad Follick says he'd like you to think of something else as we head into the holiday season. Think of your smoke detector. Next month, we'll all gain an extra hour of sleep as we head into daylight savings time. That biannual right of time manipulation is also a good time to check in with your smoke detector.
Give your smoke detector a push. If it sounds, battery's good. If not, change the battery. Or if you know that cycle that your batteries are on, if you put your batteries on that daylight savings time, spring forward, fall back schedule, maybe it's a good time to switch your batteries and smoke detectors. It's also a good time to think about whether or not you have enough smoke detectors, if they're properly placed. We can all those things we can help you with. If you don't have the knowledge or the ability to do those yourself safely, we would appreciate a call from you to assist you in that manner.
Fire Chief Chad Follick says no other home safety device does so much for so little as the smoke detector, which can literally save your life. Further complicating matters, this lifesaver relies on a small battery with a relatively short shelf life.
You don't know how long a battery's been sitting on a shelf. You don't know how long it's been in a drawer, and people switch them out. You know, my grandfather was always very good about dating them, but I don't know. We've seen that out in the city. But you know, you just never know. So 6 months is a good one. If you have those special occasions, birthdays, anniversary days, someplace that you think to yourself, oh, it's my birthday today, and I push the button on the smoke detector to go by, just to make sure it sounds. The battery's still good. But we like to say 6 months is a good time for us to switch them out, just to be safe.
Not only does the battery need to be replaced, but Follick says the detector itself doesn't last forever.
If you have a smoke detector that's 10 years older or older, it's time to replace that smoke detector. It's no longer, it's probably its end of life. So you want to go ahead and call us. We can always swap those out as well.
Chief Follick says an often overlooked aspect of smoke detector maintenance is the simple question of where they should be installed.
We find them in kitchens. I will guarantee you that 9.9% of the time that smoke detector is placed in a kitchen, it's going to go off pretty regularly. What that leads to is people undoing smoke detectors and placing them someplace where they won't go off, taking the battery out of them. When you need them, you don't have them. So if you think about it, the kitchen is a place that if there's a fire, you should know about it because you should be in the kitchen because you shouldn't be cooking unattended. But if you want to place a smoke detector close to the kitchen, you want to place that smoke detector outside the kitchen, between the kitchen and the sleeping areas is always the best place to place it.
If you're unsure where your detector should be installed, or if you're not sure how to do it, the Vandalia Division of Fire is here to help. A simple phone call can bring out crews who can check your existing detector and replace and install a new one, all for free.
No charge, and the smoke detectors we got from the American Red Cross now are very, very simple to install. I mean, there's virtually no mess. They have a little screw that screws in the drywall, and they are pretty sweet. I mean, they're easy to use and easy to install, and no headaches. And we just don't want people that have trouble with ladders or don't have a ladder, the appropriate ladder for the job, or just are uncomfortable with putting them in, to give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to do that.
Now, Chief Follick says that if you are someone who either can't afford a smoke detector or you really have questions about putting those smoke detectors up, you can always give the station a call, 898-2261. And that number is good 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's going to do it for this edition of Focus Vandalia. I'm Rich Hopkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.